Namaste, it's the Spiritual Daywalker, hashtag Schrodinger's cards, with your tarot card reading for the 30th of May until the 14th of June, the next new moon phase. And Gemini, this is for you, and this is your new moon. So it's probably going to be very interesting for you to evaluate yourself. And like a new moon, it is tabula rasa, right? It is like resetting what you find true in that sense, because in Gemini, it's all about, well, knowing both sides of the story, like both sides of the coin. Maybe it is about coins for you, actually, right? How you manifest. But it's about finding out the truth, seeing all sides of the truth, and communicating that truth. And with that new moon, for you, it's about resetting how you go about this. Because you are a Gemini, you are looking for that truth already in whatever you do. And whatever you communicate, right? You're trying to communicate that truth. However, it seems like something about that truth, or what you hold true, might be changing. That is very interesting. That being said, it's a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, feel free to drop the message. If it does resonate with you, drop a comment, like and subscribe, right? I don't do love readings. If love comes up in that reading, that is because you're manifesting it, right? But I don't want you to project something into your reality just because I say so, because life is a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? It is subject to free will, at least the minor arcanas are. So that's it, basically, right? So we get right into it and see what the energies you're coming out of, you're in right now, and you're moving into. Let's see. There you go. Oh, you're coming out of the Four of Cups. That's a good energy to come out of, right? Because the Four of Cups is a little discontentment. It all looks good on paper, but it still doesn't fulfill you. And you're coming out of that energy, right? You've been struggling with it in the past, but it's over now, right? It is in the past. It is in reverse. So that's that. It's like, okay, done with this bullshit. You're in the energy of a Four of Wands now, which means stuff coming together. It can be a card for marriage or whatever, but actually it's just about things coming together, things adding up. Like the 4 is a number that is like, well, it's about duality, right? The 2, the 8, the 4, it's about something in your reality, in our 3D world, basically, right? Because it's about the dualistic nature of the universe, right? So a 4 of Wands is, well, double that, right? Things coming together, fire energy adding up. This is very beautiful. So you're coming out of that discontentment about something in your reality that's making you emotionally stirred up, right? And now you're in that energy of the 4 of Wands. It's like, okay, partying, just celebrate life. I don't want to feel like that anymore. So I chose to feel different, and things are actually adding up, because the moment you're stepping in that 4 of Wands energy, that's when you attract interesting people in your life, right? Then you meet someone at a party who gives you some good feedback, and you be like, oh, cool, yeah, never thought of myself that way, right? It's like, so cool. So you're deciding to have a good time, and that's when you project having a good time into your reality. That is so beautiful. And you're moving into 8 of Coins in reverse. Yeah, be aware that with all this partying, there's something in your reality you're not taking care of when it comes to manifesting. So the 8 of Coins in reverse is like, you know what you actually have to do, but somehow it's delayed. Maybe you're delaying it because you're still in that party mode, right? But it is there, and you kind of know what you have to do to generate that earth energy, that grounding energy, meaning abundance in your life. So a 4 and an 8, it's all about, yeah, like getting a grip on your reality, right? Coming from the emotion about it, something's feeling off, you make a decision about how you want to feel, and then you're stepping into that 8 of Coins energy. It's like, okay, now we have to actually put in the work, right? So dare to put in that work. Let's see in the clarifications, maybe something else is hindering you, is delaying that energy. Maybe it is just overpowering that 4 of Wands in the now that is going to get you in a little bit of trouble in the future when it comes to getting shit done, actually, right? Can be both. Let's see, the overall energy for the reading is Queen of Wands in reverse. Well, learning how to feel sexy about yourself, right? But not being too pretentious about it. So the Queen of Wands in reverse is like you're kind of, you want to feel proud of yourself again, right? You want to be in that fire energy, that attractive, I know what I'm doing here kind of energy. Well, since it's in reverse, it's kind of about the transition. This entire development is about the transition out of that Queen of Wands mode into a more earthy, pentacly energy, right? So that is very interesting. So you kind of make a decision on, like, you got that idea of truth and communication in your head all the time. It's like, okay, I see all sides, like both sides of the coin, yada, yada, yada. And then in the now, you kind of make a decision about how you actually want to perceive truth. What is your own truth? And you're kind of like, okay, I don't want to be indecisive anymore. I just want to go for it. So you're going for it. Things are actually coming together. You can be proud of yourself. You can be so freaking proud of yourself. But it kind of begins to struggle when you take on that a little carelessness, in a sense, into this coin energy, right? If you're like, you need to ground that so you feel proud of yourself all the way and not just indulge in stuff. But let's see how this progresses, right? So coming out of that Two of Cups, the Four of Cups in reverse is clarified by a Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, the Two of Cups is a card for love, shared love, right? Romance. The Six of Swords is about your mindsets changing, making a decision to change something, to go to a new place. That it can be a card of travel also. And the Seven of Swords in reverse is you're not trying to be tricky about it anymore. And that's in the past, right? That's in the past. It's like some love relationship, either to yourself, because you're a Gemini, you got like a little bipolar syndrome going on right there. So it's like, maybe it's about self-love, maybe it's about a person where you're like, okay, I know I have to go to a different place, go a different route, maybe move, maybe just change my mindset about something. And the Seven of Swords in reverse is like, either you're coming or you're not coming. But you know the Six of Swords is going. You know you have to move on from this Four of Cups energy. Something is like, it seems good on paper, that Two of Cups, right? That love, that romance, this like conjunction, whatever. But you know you have to change something up because something feels off about it. That's that Four of Cups energy in reverse, right? And that Seven of Swords in reverse, it says like you got some insight on like what you're deceiving yourself with, what mindsets you're holding onto that are bullshit, right? Or that are bullshitting you. So you're not trying to be tricky about it. You just say it as it is. It's like Six of Swords, man. Sorry, not sorry. Like, I got to change things up or else I stay in this Four of Cups forever. That's what you're coming out of. So in this Four of Wands right now, things actually seem to work out with the way you're dealing with this. You're coming out of the Five of Coins. Five of Coins in reverse, crossed by the Eight of Wands in reverse, crossed by the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, well, it seems like you're partying that Five of Coins away. The Five of Coins is a feeling of being left out in the cold, right? It's like it's a change in your idea of stability, in your idea of grounding yourself and whatever. So something in your reality is shifting. You're coming out of that, like you're dealing with that pain that comes from a change, because change is always coming with a little pain, right? Something within you doesn't want to change, even if the other half is trying to progress that. That's just the yin and yang aspect of life, right? So change always comes with a challenge. And it seems like You don't want to talk about it because the Eight of Wands is in reverse. It's like you don't want to communicate that really. You just want to move out of it. You just want it to go away. But then again, that Judgment in reverse is like, it's telling you basically to flip that Eight of Wands around. It's like, be true, right? You're making a judgment call right here, and you have to communicate it to be true to what is changing within you. That is very interesting. If that Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card, right? That Four of Wands is clarified by 5 coins, 8 of Wands, and Judgment, all in reverse. That kind of means you're partying it away. And that's cool. Life is about indulgence, right? Life is indulgence, right? You are a character that is supposed to experience life to the fucking fullest, right? That's perfect. But if it comes, like, if it's about dealing with a 5 of coins, and you're not communicating right, and then there's that Judgment in reverse that says, well, you're taking a lesson from that, whether you want it or not, right? It's like you're moving through that, and the way you're dealing with it, it gives you a good feeling at first, but it leaves you a little hollow with that Queen of Wands in reverse being the overall energy for this, right? It's like that Judgment is calling you to make the right decision when the moment is right. So nothing against partying, go for it. Things are coming together, looking fine, getting good feedback, right? Definitely. But then take a look at this 5 of coins, like what is actually shifting in your reality, what has to be different in your reality, not to fall back into the pattern of this 4 of cups again, right? You're like, there is something coming in with this 8 of Wands, and you're delaying it because you're not taking a look at what has to change. Fair enough, right? If it feels right, it is right. Maybe you need that time, and you need that positive feedback from that 4 of Wands, and just going crazy and just enjoying that fire energy. That is so beautiful. It is, right? Just be aware there's that Judgment in reverse. It's like at some point you got to face facts and take a look at what you actually want to change, right? Because like you want to change, and you will be in that energy of working on it. The 8 of coins. It is in reverse. Let's see what's delaying it. Yeah, the Page of Swords in reverse. The World in reverse, and the 2 of Wands. That's an interesting progression, because then, like, the Page of Swords, it's about seeking the truth, speaking the truth, and it's about a new truth, right? It's a new beginning in mind energy. Swords is mind energy, is air, right? You are mutable air, so that's kind of your own energy neglecting itself, which is interesting, right? So because it's in reverse, right? So you're dealing with some belief systems changing within you, but you're not fully honest about them, or you're not fully honest about all this energy from like indulging in this fire energy with the 4 of Wands, taking a little away from what you actually want to manifest right here, what you actually want to achieve. And then there's that World card in reverse, which means like you want to close out that cycle. It's like the World is the very last card in the tarot. It is the full circle, right? It is the cycle closing, the entire fucking cycle closing. You're closing something out right here, but you cannot close it out if you're not looking at this 5 of coins. Like your idea of what you want in your reality to give you stability is changing. And I bet it's not that 2 of cups in the past. I bet exactly that has changed, and you have to take a good look at that for this World card to be upside down, like not upside down, to flip it around, turn it around. Good news is though, all this is bookended by the 2 of Wands. There is that direction. There is that passionate direction, right? Taking your passion to the next level. And it's also the 2 of Wands being the half of the 4 of Wands, dialing down a little, right? It's like, okay, so we partied. What did we learn from it? Yeah, well, life is fun, right? So how can I maintain that fun in whatever it is I do for a living, for example? Like whatever it is I want to manifest in my reality, right? That's when you, like if you're open and honest about okay, just be a little more grounded in this. Look what has changed within me, what mindsets have changed within me, right? What do I actually want to achieve here? And that's when you turn that world card around, be able to close out the cycle, and then learn how that Queen of Wands energy here can be turned around so you can be truly proud of yourself, right? Truly freaking proud of yourself. Because you want to work on that. You want to work on your reality with that 8 of coins right here. And somehow you're asking yourself, like, why is it delayed? Yeah, because somehow you're delaying it a little. Because there is some judgment you have to make about how you're going about this 5 of coins, right? You cannot not look at it. You got to communicate it to yourself. You got to be honest about it to yourself. And then, but weigh it, right? Because you are about speaking the truth, always. And it's a good thing for you to decide, to be decisive, right? That's like, from the 4 of Cups to the 4 of Wands, it's like, well, I don't want to feel like this. No matter the fucking, like, mindset surrounding it. Like, whatever it is, I just don't want to feel like that. I'm being decisive now. I'm turning that around. That is good. That's a beautiful energy to be in. Just be aware that it's not overshadowing what you actually want to change in your life. Because there is something you want to change in your life. And you will need to establish a new mindset around it. Or maybe you already have established a new mindset around it. You just need to know how it works, how it functions, so you can integrate it well. And that's going to be cool. Like, the Queen of Wands is good energy to be in. It just seems a little off the way it is presented right here. It feels like getting a lot of good feedback, right? Partying, flirting, right? Flirting all around, but then actually not going for it because something within you feels off and is kind of, you're corrupting yourself in that way. Imagine like you're flirting, and just before that physical contact that you're actually craving whatever to feel good about yourself and about your life, and for physical contact, like sex is fun, right? But that moment that door opens, you're like, yeah, and you don't feel deserving of it. You don't feel worthy of like going through that door. And then you corrupt yourself and be like, yeah, it just wasn't right. Yeah, it wasn't right because you didn't feel right about yourself. And that's, well, it's actually an easy thing to address. It's just like address what has changed, what has to change within yourself and your reality, or like what you want to change about your reality, and then go for it and let that cycle close, right? So it's cool. The advice card from the universe is the Hanged Man. Yeah, well, kind of what I said, right? It's like, yeah, let loose, but also be aware that you're not hanging in there for too long. And you've been hanging in that 4 of Cups for too long. Now, please don't apply the same hanging in there to the 4 of Wands, because it's going to overshadow what you're actually trying to change in your life. And that's exactly it. Like the Hanged Man is a beautiful card for like just trusting the process, right? But then again, it's also a card of stagnation a little. Because then you're like, okay, I trust the process now. I trust the process. Just like go with the flow, whatever. Whatever. And then at that point where you have to get active again, that's when you could miss out on an opportunity to rectify things and be truly proud of who you have become, because there's a major shift happening here. And the major arcanas are kind of after this. They kind of, well, the moment you're realizing you have to address this, that's when the major arcana is coming in. That's when you're sort of like, okay, he's ready, she's ready, right? Let's go for it. And that's when you truly make that profound shift within your belief system to get, like, really get good with this 8 of coins. That's when you, like, just be aware, you have to, at some point, move out of this hangman situation. Which is cool, right? It's cool. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process for the time being. This is such a, it's a beautiful energy. It's a really beautiful energy, and that, but you're just moving into the energy of having to face facts, but never forget, or always remember, positive, right? Always remember, you want to face those facts, right? That's exactly it. There's something within you that needs this to be proud of yourself, that needs this to, like, for the feeling of having accomplished something or being able to accomplish something. So the moment you think like, ah, shit, I need to think about that, I need to take a look about that, remember that it is what you truly want, and it's going to make you freaking happy. It's going to turn that Queen of Wands around, and that is a really freaking good energy to be in. That Queen of Wands, like, she's sexy, passionate, she's attracting, she's not chasing, right? She's attracting. And that is really freaking good. That is really freaking good. So you're just on the verge of closing out a major cycle in your life because you made a decision to feel a different way. And now you figuring out how you actually manage to maintain this feeling a different way without just overindulging. And I don't see a devil here. That's cool. That's a good, like, there's not devil's work right here. It's really like you being in the process of changing your way of going about things, about going about your life, managing your feelings and your thoughts. Yeah, in the past again. But yeah, there's that Page of Swords in reverse. That is like, okay, I have to adopt a new mindset about something I'm very passionate about, which is going to give me a new direction, right? Which is going to awaken that passion truly. And it has to do with your, like, your work, basically, right? The way you make a living in any sense of the word, right? Just be aware that you don't hang in there too much, but be proud of yourself for being able to let go like this and just decide you want to experience life differently. Because that's the first step of exactly doing so and closing out that world cycle right here. This is so beautiful. Gemini, this is a beautiful phase you're in. Enjoy it. Really enjoy it. And the moment you're not enjoying it anymore, that's when you ask yourself that question. It's like, okay, what do I need to change up? How do I need to change my mindset for that? And then just go for it. Very beautiful energy. Gemini, if this resonated, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. And always looking for feedback. Check out my Instagram channel at The Spiritual Daywalker, and well, enjoy this energy. It's fun. I love you.